It's a real pleasure to be here this afternoon. So let me make a start and tell you a bit about the firm you love. We're wonderful people, and we do some really important things. I mean, we bring in the money that keeps the nation running. So it is a really important purpose that we have, and that does make us quite a large organisation. We do the vast, vast majority of all government transactions. So we're quite a big transaction engine. We're not the biggest transaction engine in the world, but we're quite a big transaction engine. You'll be pleased to know as taxpayers we've got to take another 15% out of our cost base, but actually we also got a significant investment from the Chancellor, and he has asked us to become one of the most digitally advanced tax authorities in the world. Now, we don't start from the most digital backdrop. We are something like the fourth or fifth. It's gone down a bit in the ranking. Largest print provider in the UK. But we also do significant numbers of online transactions. So there's a huge, huge opportunity in here to improve the interaction and improve the way we work. We are moving to a multi-channel approach. And I will say at this point, I deliberately use the word multi-channel, not omni-channel. My simple definition is, we do actually care which channel you use. We are not all things to all people. We would like you and everybody to use a digital channel. So we are quite focused on great digital services that makes it so easy for you to do it yourself. From that, if you then need support, one-to-many support through social media and those type of channels. Going on from that, we're introducing web chat. I'll talk more about that. Co-browsing. Then if you still need to, we have a telephone service. So it's a complete suite of digital services all the way through to physical services that we provide. One of the biggest things we've done in the last couple of years is completely rebuild our call centre infrastructure. We think it's the largest virtual call centre in the world, but it is allowing us to move workload around the organisation. It's allowing us to put multi-channel things in front of our agents so that they become multi-skilled, and it's allowing us to give a much better service. This is all built and overarched through our multi-channel digital tax platform. This has been running now just over 2 years. It grows actually every day and every week in the amount of functionality that's there. We look at it in 3 areas: in the personal tax account, the business tax account, and then APIs for third-party software. The APIs is an area we really want to develop a lot more, working with third-party software companies. Through the next 18 months, and as part of the Making Tax Digital initiative, we will be introducing more and more two-way APIs. And our ultimate strategy that we will make the same APIs available to the software industry that we use in our own tax accounts. And therefore, anything you can do in one of our tax accounts can be integrated into third-party software. And imagine just how much easier that should make business processes when the tax elements are fully integrated with what people are doing on a day-to-day basis. So this is a really important part for us. So web chat is something we introduced in HMRC for the first time for self-assessment 16. We really ran it hard through January. We trained 600 people on it. So when we do things, we don't do them small. And we used it as a way to not only try and reduce the number of calls by being there to help people if they had a problem, but by extending the opening hours. What we did as well was monitor the feedback. We linked it together with a virtual assistant. So we tried simple questions first, virtual assistant. We call our virtual assistant Ruth. It's named after Ruth Owen, who's our Director General of Personal Tax. And during this period, we did, so not offered, but actually did 114,000 web chats, which is quite a lot of web chats. And the really interesting statistic, and I'll talk about some of the customer sat later, but the really interesting is 77% of those people said they would have called us had they not been on a web chat. The one we're trying to launch next is co-browsing. We see this, I mean, actually, it's not at the moment customers who are pushing for this, it's our staff. Our staff who are talking to customers on the phone and giving them help are saying, I want to see what they can see, and I want to be able to help them solve the problem they're having. But we will shortly roll this out, and I think it will be transformatory in terms of how many queries we can close at first contact. I think it'll be a really, really big step forward for us. That will be followed by secure messaging. We really, really don't want people passing backwards and forwards their personal detail with us by email. But we do know that people want, as well as chat-type conversations, they want an asynchronous conversation with us in a secure way. So we will start to test a secure messaging account linked into your personal tax account. I think we'll roll it out quite gently because it has the potential to go in many directions depending how people want to use it. But I think this is going to be a really interesting one, and I think it'll set, some of the thoughts of how people want to interact with government departments over the coming years. So really quite excited about this one. Our plan is that this helps both our customers and us. So we think this model really starts to change the way that we can give service and the service experience that you as individuals can have and businesses can have with us. And we are seeing in our statistics, because we do surveys after every single digital survey of what people thought, we're getting satisfaction rates in the over 80%, which is kind of unheard of for a government department. So we think it's working for customers and we think it's working for us. It's still early days. We have a lot of work to do to perfect the way we manage web chats. We're going to learn a huge amount when we get into secure messaging. But we think through this, we're able to make it easier for people to do things themselves. And then when they need help, we're able to give it much more quickly and much more effectively. So some results. Is it working? So I'll compare self-assessment 15, so January 15 to January 16. So we got nearly 500,000 more contacts, more submissions online this year, which takes us up to 89%, a significant reduction in the amount of paper. Calls went down. Chats were up. Now, what's quite interesting, and we haven't finished fully analysing this yet, is so if calls went down 41,000, we had 117,000 chats, which we think if you use that 77% equates to saving 88,000 calls. The total number of interactions went up. But the chat ones were much faster, much more immediate, and had a much higher customer satisfaction. The other thing this year that Ruth Owen and her team did a brilliant job on, and some of it is because we reduced the number of calls, is that the call waiting time, which we know is something people don't enjoy when they ring up HMRC, was halved to 5 minutes. So what's next? Because this never ends. We just keep going and keep learning. Business tax account users will get more and more services available to them. They'll be able to do more. They will get more chats. The personal tax account, you will see more and more services. You will be able to do just about anything you want to do with HMRC through your personal tax account. So it's going to come together as a whole package of things. So a fantastically exciting time, bringing together some of the amazing things that have been done in HMRC over the last 20, 30 years with technology, and actually bringing them together and making them work in a multi-channel world where we put digital services first. I hope as users, as our customers, you enjoy the service as well and enjoy paying your tax. Thank you very much.